Ever noticed how some people just can't stop looking at you, and you're not sure if you should be flattered or annoyed? Well, you're in the right place, because today, we're diving into 7 unusual reasons why you might be catching everyone's eye. I've got some uplifting insights to share, but remember, when you catch someone staring, there's no need to confront them. Let's explore these 7 peculiar reasons why people find themselves drawn to your presence. Consider this video your little sign from the universe, a confirmation of sorts. So get ready to jot down some notes if you need to, because these insights might just shed light on the attention you're getting. Let's get into it and uncover why you're turning heads wherever you go. I've realized something interesting. The first reason people often can't stop looking your way isn't all that unusual to you, but it might be to others. It all comes down to the vibe you're giving off. Many of you have embarked on a spiritual journey, finding a new path and embracing your awakening. This transformation isn't just internal, it radiates outward, shining through you and making your energy irresistible to those around you. This magnetism you possess is why strangers might find themselves glancing your way, whether you're casually walking down the street or browsing through a store. Sometimes their curiosity is piqued because they sense something familiar about you, or they're simply drawn in by the strength of your presence. It's important to remember you're walking a unique path. The energy you carry isn't ordinary, it's a beacon, especially to those who might not be as in tune with their own spiritual side. As you navigate through the world, your energy vibrates at such a level that it catches the attention of those you pass by. You're not just another face in the crowd, you're someone whose spirit shines brightly, touching others even in fleeting moments. Your brightness and the vibe you give off make you irresistibly noticeable. It's like you're a beacon, and naturally, people can't help but look your way. This is all about the energy you carry. When you have that positive, vibrant energy, it's not just the good folks you draw in. Sometimes even those with not so good intentions find themselves pulled toward you, possibly because they sense the strength of your spirit and in their way want to challenge it. However, focusing on the brighter side, your energy is what makes you stand out. It's a magnet for attention. So if you've noticed more glances thrown your way, see it as a sign that your energy is not just noticed but deeply felt by those around you. Being kind-hearted, open, and genuinely positive are key traits that make people naturally gravitate toward you. Another reason you catch people's gaze is simply your look. Being a chosen one means you're not meant to blend into the crowd. Your unique style, the way you carry yourself, it's distinct. You're meant to stand out, not fit in. This uniqueness in appearance, combined with your energy, makes you a person people can't help but notice and remember. Your brightness and energy are undeniable, making you naturally captivating. When you're around, people can't help but take notice because your vibe is so powerful. It's like you're a magnet, drawing people in with the positivity and warmth you radiate. So if you've ever noticed more glances coming your way, it's a clear sign of the vibrant energy you possess. It's something to be proud of. Whether it draws in good folks or even those who might wish to shake your peace, your unique look is another big reason you catch eyes wherever you go. You weren't made to blend into the background like everyone else. You have something special about you that sets you apart. It could be your style, your hair, or just the way you carry yourself. You shine brightly in a manner that's different from anyone else. Combining this unique appearance with your magnetic energy, it's no wonder you leave people a bit dazzled when they're near you. Your presence doesn't just go unnoticed, it actively stirs something in people, making them feel a bit thrown off balance. You're not just another face in the crowd, you're someone who stands out, who brings something extraordinary to the table, which is exactly why you attract attention. Being peculiar, different, and not fitting into conventional molds is exactly what makes you so interesting to those around you. Sometimes people stare because they're genuinely curious about you. They see something unique in you and just want to figure out what makes you tick. That's another reason you might find eyes on you more often than you'd expect. But here's a third reason that's a bit odd. Some folks might be staring in an attempt to intimidate you. It's strange, but true. There are those out there who use their gaze as a way to try and unnerve you, to make you feel uneasy. They're not necessarily saying anything or making a move, they're just looking at you in a way that feels aggressive or unsettling. Have you ever experienced that kind of intense stare? The kind that makes you second-guess yourself or feel like you need to look away first? It's like they're challenging you without words, trying to push you into a corner mentally. If you felt this way before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's an uncomfortable feeling, like you're being scrutinized or judged silently. I'm curious to hear if any of you have gone through this. Drop a comment below if you've ever been on the receiving end of one of those daunting stares. It's one of those experiences that can catch you off guard, making you wonder what their deal is and why they're singling you out with their gaze. Feeling that awkwardness from someone's stare is really telling. You can almost sense the vibe they're giving off just by the way they look at you. If you get the sense someone's trying to intimidate you with their stare, it's best to just remove yourself from the situation. Sticking around could drag you into a negative space, making you feel on edge. That kind of tension is the last thing you need. It can really throw off your own energy. Now, moving on, another reason people might be locking eyes on you could be out of jealousy. Yes, it's true. Even though you're facing your own set of challenges, moving through highs and lows, there's something about the way you handle it all that makes people envious. You've got this resilience, a kind of blessing that helps you bounce back, and to some, it's baffling. They're watching from the sidelines, wondering how you manage to keep pushing forward despite everything. It's an odd feeling, knowing that the struggles you're navigating, which are very real to you, somehow make others jealous. They see your strength and perseverance as something to covet, not realizing the battles you're fighting to maintain that positivity. It's a strange reason for attention, but it's definitely a thing. People notice your ability to rise above the chaos, and it leaves some of them feeling a bit bitter. Feeling uneasy because someone is staring can really throw you off. It's not just the look, but you can almost sense the energy behind it. If you feel someone's trying to intimidate you with their stare, it's best to just walk away. Staying in that space can mess with your vibe and leave you feeling pretty uncomfortable. Now, moving on to another reason folks might be staring: jealousy. Yes, it's true. You're going through your own ups and downs, but somehow you keep moving forward, and blessings keep finding their way to you. Some people can't wrap their heads around this. They see you thriving, maybe you've got a new job, a new car, or even a new relationship that's bringing you joy, and they can't help but feel envious. They wonder, how did they manage that? Why did good things keep happening for them? It's not just material things like cars or jobs, but also personal happiness that can make others feel jealous. Sometimes this jealousy pushes them to try and imitate you, to replicate what you have or how you are. But it doesn't work out because, well, they're not you. This feeling of envy is closely linked to intimidation. It's all about that intense stare we talked about earlier. It's like they're giving you the death stare. Not out of admiration, but because they're envious of what you have and who you are. It's a tough spot to be in, knowing you're the subject of someone's envy, but it's also a reminder of your own light and how far you've come. That intense stare that just makes you want to say, "Enough already, it's creeping me out." Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. It's like people can't hide their envy, and it shows all over their faces. So when you notice intimidation and jealousy through their stares, remember it's actually a sign that you're doing something right. Keep moving forward and don't let their negative energy affect you. That's reason number 4 why you might find people staring. Now, on to reason number 5. People are trying to figure you out through your body language. This is something a lot of you can relate to, especially if you're empathetic. You know how to read the room, understand people's vibes, and even anticipate their next move. But guess what? People are watching you for the same reasons. They're curious about how you carry yourself, what you might do next, or how you're feeling at the moment. For instance, they might be trying to pick up on whether you're in a good or bad mood, especially if they're around someone close to you. It could be that they're being cautious, not wanting to say the wrong thing or catch you off guard. And for those of you dealing with tricky situations or people like narcissists, reading body language becomes even more crucial. You're always trying to stay one step ahead to anticipate what might come next. So if you catch someone's gaze lingering a bit too long, it could be their way of trying to decode your actions or mood. They're not just staring, they're trying to understand you better, to see what makes you tick. All right, moving on to reason number 6. And this one might not come as a surprise to many of you. People are drawn to your looks. Yes, it's as simple as that. You've got style, the way you wear your hair, your choice of clothes, everything about you just screams attractive. People notice these things, and it's natural for them to be drawn to someone who looks good. Now, I get that it can be a bit weird or even uncomfortable when someone's just staring at you because they find you attractive and they're not saying anything. You might even want to say, "Hey, can I help you?" or joke about them taking a photo because it'll last longer. I've been there, I've said those things when I've caught someone giving me that intense look. But remember, it's when you get those looks filled with jealousy or intimidation that you might want to just walk away and avoid any negativity. But hey, don't forget you are beautiful, both inside and out. You've been blessed with great features, and that's something to be proud of. People staring at you just because they find you attractive might seem odd, especially when you're not sure what's drawing their gaze. But from their perspective, they're simply captivated by your appearance. So is it a strange reason? Maybe to you, but for them, it's pretty straightforward. They're attracted to you. The thing is, when people are staring, it's not always for the reasons we might think. Sure, some folks might be giving off vibes that they're up to something or they're not your biggest fan, but it's worth taking a moment to see if you can pick up on any hints from how they're acting without speaking. This could give you a clue as to why they're really looking your way. And now, let's touch on the last point, reason number 7, which is pretty straightforward. Some people are just plain bored. It's true, some folks enjoy people watching. Whether they're chilling on their porch or hanging out at a park, they're not out to get you or anything. They're simply passing time. This is to say, not everyone who looks your way has an agenda. They're not all envious or looking to intimidate. Some might just appreciate your style or find themselves with nothing better to do. If you can get a read on their body language, it might clear up any misunderstandings, especially when you're close by. Remember, there are many reasons someone might be watching you, and it's crucial to stay focused on your own path. Don't let their gazes distract you from where you're headed. If you found value in this video, don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up button right now. And if you think someone else could benefit from this message, please share it on your social media. Your support means the world, and it encourages me to keep sharing my journey and insights with you. I urge each of you to strive to be your best self every single day. Remember, it's about making small, consistent changes in your daily life. If you're seeking transformation, start from within. By shifting your mindset and inner world, you'll begin to see those changes reflected in your life outside. Applying what we talk about in your own life is crucial. It's one thing to listen, but another to put these ideas into action. I'm grateful to all of you for committing to your personal growth and striving to be the best versions of yourselves. I'd also love to hear about any progress or breakthroughs you've experienced. Your stories inspire me and others, so don't be shy about sharing them.